He trotted her up at Greenland, as quickly towards heaven she did soar. That Yankee B-26 en route to Goose Bay, Labrador. Now knowing it would be the last time they would fly together in the blue, and the Sigalak would be the fate for that bomber and her crew. On the 30th of November, it was in the year of 42, she struck a storm of heavy cloud, and right away then the Yankee pilot knew to navigate a winter storm, or up north sometimes the chips are down. So we altered course and flew due south, saying, boys, we'll have to go around. Many miles later, far out to sea, he turned that bird around. Joseph and he set a course once more for Goose Bay they were bound. They made contact with Goose Bay just minutes before the radio went dead. We'll have to fly by compass now, the navigator to that pilot said. They struck the coast of Labrador, just where there seemed to be some doubt. They flew due north cause somehow figured they were flying too far south. But they figured wrong cause some miles later, farther down that coast, they somehow found they were flying too far north, and once again they turned that bird around. Then the engine started missing as the gauges read completely had a few. Find the valley quickly, we must take her down, that's all there's left to do. Well, she crashed between the mountains, came to rest among great boulders still intact. Yes, her last flight had ended among the barren hills of Sigalak. The crash was badly shaken, with minor cuts, but everyone alright. They ate up some cold rations and prepared to lie down for the night. Then Joseph and he stepped outside when he saw that star of Saxon came in use. And soon it was decided he was 400 miles north of Goose. From that same star decided that a little town of Hebron was nearby. But they never tried to reach it, I guess we'll always have to wonder why. But they stayed inside and waited, while being cold and hungry all in vain, waiting for the sound of the engine of the plane that never came. Just you fancy living in the belly of a plane 40 below, and every morning waking with your blankets cold, frozen white with snow, with not a stick of wood, just the rocky barren hills of a frozen land. And your only source of heat was the heat of burning gas in old tin cans. One day they came up on a plan they thought would work without a doubt. Johnson, Noel, and Josephine would take a rubber boat and roll south. 2 days before Christmas, they dropped that rubber boat into the bay. We'll send back help when we'll arrive, they said goodbye and slowly rolled away. Now men will always gamble with women, cards, and money evermore, but no man there to gamble in an open boat of northern Labrador. in total desperation, they gambled with their lives and hoped to win. But the odds were stacked against them. These three brave men was never seen again. And back in Sega Lake, in the belly of the plane, life went on. Getting weaker, wetter, cold. Soon December month had passed and gone, and January only brought more days of cold, hunger, and despair. Their spirits low, their hopes were gone, their will to live no longer there. In the first month, on the 17th, they shared a cup of soup, their very last. Their food all gone and not too strong, they knew right then that life was slipping fast. 4 days they lay in slumber, just bundled there together near the end. And on the 3rd day, 2nd month, he wrote into his diary once again. We're growing weak and tired, but we pray to God we'll last a few more days. But our hopes are getting weaker, we just saw young Wayland slip away. This were the last words written, and in our minds they helped to take us back to the night that Jesus called them home from that frozen hell called Sega Lake. Was early in the month of March, several Eskimos on dog and sleigh went down between the mountains to hunt for fur and food in St. John Bay. Early in their journey, barely 30 miles they had gone, when they found 4 frozen bodies just 3.5 hours from Hebron. Now this story is not fiction, to bring the facts to you I've really tried. 'Cause I'm here now in Sega Lake, very spot where these men crashed and died. And in my hand I'm holding the diary that many times I've read. I guess the cover says it all, the diary of one now dead.